political systems that's characterized by legalized bribery. That's a lot of the problems. And, right now we're seeing a resurgence in the labor movement, and United Auto Workers, John Deere workers are ready to spearhead that movement.
But in a lot of ways, corporate media had us believing that we're just lucky to have a job. We're lucky. If you're still at a place that still offers insurance and you're not paying, you're lucky, right? Well, what's happened is these corporations, even though they're competitors, have joined together, formed more or less a union of themselves to make us believe that we're lucky.
Problem is, and Jim Morrison touched on it over 50 years ago, whoever controls the media controls the mind. And depending on what flavor of corporate media you're drinking, they develop this narrative, and that we're a system of entitlement.
You got pizzas, a lot of cranberry juice, wood, obviously. You got the barrels there with the heat. We're actually going across a train track right now.
I ask everybody that lives in Davenport to call your city alderman and to call your mayor and to tell them to not back John Deere, to back the workers who are their constituents who sit there and pay the taxes. We need this city to back the workers.
I go and I trade my labor for a wage. You're not giving me nothing. I'm making that wage. I'm out there working for you, performing a service, and I need to be able to participate in that.
This is basically a 40-year bubble that's kind of popping. We live in the United Corporations of America, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely. We're the richest country in the world, right? We brag about that, yet we've got the majority of our people, which are the working class, that are going out every day and being forced for both spouses to have a job in order to get ahead in this life. But when what you call getting ahead, if that's a new car or a boat, an occasional weekend at the lake, or a week's vacation or two, ultimately what's really, I feel, suffering is the very fabric of what this country was built on. That's our families.
And honestly, since we've been here, all you hear is cars honking. It's really, really. I mean, I don't think I've seen any cars that pass by without honking. So obviously, the community is in on this.
Fundamentally, this is union busting. This is strike busting. This is using the state and the law to try to make it as difficult and uncomfortable and unpleasant as possible for those workers to engage in their lawful right to go on strike.
Absolutely. There's departments in there that work 10, 11-hour days, 5 days a week, and then do it at least 6 or 8 on a Saturday. And only because they have to make money somehow. They're not making money off their KIP plan, so they got to make it off overtime.
I understand that you have to create shareholder value. That's the purpose of a corporation. But if you don't take care of your workers who created that wealth, then you're going to have some issues. And, with the proposals they've came back with, it's really a testament to their arrogance, their audacity, and, how classist they are.
Electoral power is one thing, but having actual power, those workers that are on the picket line right now in front of Deere, they are exercising actual power. It's not a performance, it's not a show, it's not a rally. It is actually forcing Deere to say, oh, wow, this is hurting, we need to do something here.
We don't want a bigger slice of pie, we want a bigger pie. And I'm paraphrasing and quoting Walter Reuther there. You better bring a bigger bucket of money to the table, treat your workers fairly and with equity is what we're asking.
We're just a number to them. We're as replaceable as a light bulb. So
you see this massive rat, and the rat is signifying the replacement workers, what they call the scabs.
We all feel it over here. Everybody on the wage side feels the theft. They feel our money going away. I mean, what we made 5 years ago, even 10 years ago, is more than we're making in 2021, 2022. And where's the money going when we're seeing shareholder value increase the way that it has, and our corporate executives living lavishly and collecting all the salaries and stuff? It's disappointing, to say the least. And
Democrats and Republicans alike have sold labor out. You can look at that with some of the disastrous trade deals that we've done. Joe Biden, proclaims to be the most pro-union president in history. Where's he at? Where's he talking now? He's not supporting us. Come out.
Yeah, I mean, it's really was, in my opinion, kind of a disgrace, really, what they offered us. Had this been maybe 2015, a little different deal, maybe. On the cusp of the profits that they're making, absolutely not. On what we went through with the pandemic and what these people went through, coming to work every day, looking at the news every night, it's time to pay them like they're essential.